welcome to our Sunday. Just hold on. March 14th. Luckily, my computer has the date. Team Hangout. To those of you that were on the webinar yesterday, it was amazing. So I'm still dealing with the emotion. I don't know what's going on, where I just find myself crying a lot. And so I'm not wearing any makeup, because what's the point in wearing makeup when you just cry it off all the time? So I think it's the 1 year thing, right? We're 1 year in now. And yesterday was officially, like, for us in BC, was the 1 year announcement of everything being shut down. Friday was the 1 year announcement of Punta Cana getting canceled. On Thursday, we found out Summit is canceled. Just like, and we all knew that Summit wasn't going to happen. It wouldn't be prudent for, you know, a health and fitness company to bring 25,000 people together when in, you know, within a pandemic. That would not be a wise decision on their end. And I know they will do something really wonderful for us. I noticed yesterday in, so I'm part of this diamond or 1-star diamond chat. And some of the coaches were asking yesterday about changing up recognition, because what they're finding is, like, when you're a new coach, so like for Lena, who's on the call, and, you know, Crystal, when you are able to like fully dive in, right? When you're a new coach and you can earn your free trip to Summit, it's exciting. You know, there's this drive to do that. And now with everything being canceled all the time because of COVID, there isn't that same like drive. And I know Sarah Batiste and I have talked about it a lot, where like so much of what we showcased about our lifestyle with coaching was the travel. And now to like have, you know, we're over a year of no travel. And so how do we switch this, and how do we keep new coaches excited to hit those ranks and hit those goals when all they're seeing is their name on a banner, you know, like that sort of stuff. So it wasn't about like, the discussion was really good, because it was like, they weren't saying, you know, you don't do a good job of recognition. And we know as veteran coaches that the reward in this is the people that message you, that are like, thank you so much, you changed my life. Like, that is the ultimate reward of coaching. But for someone who is new, to get their name and to see that and to experience like, oh, you 1 more month and you're going to earn your free ticket to Summit. And, you know, for someone to see that it's really motivating. And we just don't have that same motivation, because we can't offer things like that when travel is constantly canceled. So yeah, it was a really interesting discussion. The webinar, the What is Coaching webinar, went really well yesterday. I actually think yesterday's was better than the one before. I had so much feedback about it from the people that I had on. So we had 4 people on, and then, you know, our coaches that were there too. And a few people have watched it since and replied just with some feedback of how it's so amazing to like experience the community in that raw kind of unscripted way. Because as much as we have the slides there, it's not like, you know, I prefer to do live video where people can see when I started crying, and when, you know, like it just, whatever happens in that moment is meant to happen. And instead of the scripted sneak peeks that it used to be, where it was like these pre-programmed videos that, yeah, everyone got the energy of it, but not in the sense of that live event. So it was amazing. Margot, you did a fabulous job sharing your story and your perspective, and touching on those common misconceptions. And if you have any thoughts or ideas of how I want to change the wording and stuff, let me know, right? Because that's kind of what we'll hold on to for you, your piece, sharing your story there at the end, and those, we can always tweak that. So the next one will be, I believe it's Saturday, April 10th. So we're going to do them mid-month. But in the meantime, you are welcome to share that recording with whomever is interested in coaching, and get them talking to you, because it's pretty powerful when they have a chance to watch that. So
So there is no travel, but now what we can showcase is our amazing community. I think
Yeah.
that's the only thing that like.
Well, and I think that's why I got so vulnerable, like overwhelmed yesterday. It's just like, I know when I look back at the last year, sorry, I've got to take this off, I'm hot. That I would have made it through, but not in the state that I am, if that makes sense, right? Like we all would have survived this past year, but would we have thrived this past year, right? Like there's a big difference there. And I know because, you know, I have sometimes Jazz and Ashley hop on with me in the morning at 5:30 in the morning on a, you know, Monday through Friday, and Kelly is always on with me. And I know that I am so much in a better place because I have you to lean on, and I'm so incredibly thankful for that. So,
and you even created, like, remember, like when we kind of like we just first hit lockdown, Tamara actually created the Zoom link to work out together and the power hour. Mm-hmm. So it was actually her idea. So yeah, so good things happen also, not just bad.
No, for sure. It's just learning to showcase that in a different way, right? So that's kind of it for me right now. I do have all the Dig for Diamond trainings up. I really hope that you get a chance to watch the inviting one, because that one was unreal. Nicolette Anderson did that, and I finally figured out how to download from my Facebook, download the videos. So I'm going to download also the not Kim Carver. It's Doug Moss, the one, and Margot, I mentioned this to you before about how he explains the volume in such an easy, simple way, and why you would place people in different positions. So I'm going to get that one downloaded as well, and I'll put that in there. So just catch up on the recording. Somebody messaged me saying, please don't kick me out of the group. I'm like, I'm not like that. Like, I'm not going to kick you out of the group. If you want to watch the videos, watch the videos. Like, they're super helpful. I tried to pick ones that are not very long, you know, and they help me too. So I'm not about kicking you out of the group. I know that everyone is pushing and taking those steps forward. And that's one of my planner has this section about like devotion. So who are you devoting some of your energy to today? And I often write my team for taking that one step out of their comfort zone today. And that's what it's all about. It's one step forward, right? Doesn't have to be huge, but at least there's that step. So mic is open. I only took 11 minutes. Well, not even 8, I think, because that's when I started the recording. So you can all unmute yourselves and share and ask questions. And I know Max is driving, so she's listening intently here. But how's the week been?
I'm not driving. I haven't left yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting ready.
Getting ready. Okay.
How's the week been? Not as productive as I would have liked.
Me too. I'll be honest, me too. I keep writing, do my bat every day. I'm like, oh crap. Really? It's already 9 o'clock. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. So yeah, not as productive as I would have liked, but.
You know what might be kind of fun to get some energy going again while we're in this hopefully tail end of COVID stupidness, or even resurrect that. And I know this puts stuff on your plate though, Tamara, because I don't know how to do it, but throwing the energize to the other person and grabbing it, and like movement posts with all of us, or even posts about, even, I know not everyone's local, but when the weather gets a little bit better, maybe we can do a social distance photo again. But for people who aren't here, maybe they can do a photo of themselves. We can somehow make a collage, but a current one. I don't know. But the throwing or either energize or doing something with Shakeology where we're all chugging and moving on to the next one. But again, that's a creation.
So we did the energize one. Why don't we do one with Shakeology? Where I would have though, my request on the Shakeology would be that it's not in a shaker cup, that you put it in a beautiful like mason jar with a funky straw and do the one where it's like this into the camera. And then, right, so you would be drinking it, you could cheers, no music or anything, because I would put it all together with, oh yeah, Ashley just said it, Shakeology birthday too, right? And so you would have it in a nice jar with a funky straw, do your little video, and then this. So you would start your video like this to pull in and then have it, and then finish like that, so that we have and then I can just put those together. Like, that's easy. The throwing the one was harder because some people took them with their camera this way and some people took it with the camera this way. So then it was like, I had to mirror the image. We had to mirror the image to, right? Because it was all of a sudden,
that was probably
like,
me.
One was going this way, but one was coming this way. So so that one was a little more challenging. So it'd be fun to do that. And then in terms of photo shoot, it would be cool if we could just wear like all the same color. Like if I said,
like a team,
you know, let's have, I don't know, Jazz, what color leggings do you have? Like, I'm thinking of you and what you limited clothing you have right now. Right?
I have like every color. So, and I can always squeeze everything on right now. So
yeah. Right. So like if we did something with, you know, a black and white theme or, and then it would look so
cohesive.
Yeah. Cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that would be cool.
Also, where is that? I know it's somewhere. The energized throwing thing. Cause I don't think I ever posted that because that was when I was really new with Instagram and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I know I'm learning now, but it must be somewhere.
Oh, I can send it. I'll send the energized video. The only thing with the energized video is I had to, so Christina put music to it, but she must pay for like Epidemic Sound or something like that. So whatever it was that she put on, when I posted it, it blocked it. It removed it for me because it said I didn't have copyright authority on it. So one of the things so I put on like a royalty-free song on it, so it's not as exciting because Christina's it was a really good song that she put on, but the other option that you have is to use cut story and put them into 15-second intervals so that when it's in a 15-second interval, then it's fine. Instagram doesn't shut it down. But if you have 4 of them, so you know how you upload a video and it shows like the 4 little boxes on the bottom, if you put all 4 of them in a row, they'll shut it down, right? So even the dance parties, some mornings, I have to like make 2 videos because now so many people want to be part of the dance party. So fun. So I have to make 2 videos, but then I have to save one of the videos because I can't put them both back to back because then Instagram blocks me for copyright. Because then it's 30 seconds of videos. And I'm like, oh my God, seriously? I don't have time for this at 5:30 in the morning. Like, come on.
Sorry, I don't even know the reason I haven't joined the dance parties because I don't know how to do it. I know how to do a video or do workout or whatever. And then after the fact, I find an Instagram song and I put that but I'm not
you would do it in
going
TikTok.
to the
you would do it in TikTok. So
I thought you weren't allowed to put that on Instagram. You
can't on your don't do it on your post. In your story, it's different. And I still want to get the person who did the Slay Squad call on Monday. It was all about Instagram Reels and using TikTok. And I need to rewatch it. I was like, after work. So this next 2 weeks, I want to rewatch that one because there's actually an app that you can use to download your TikTok videos that removes the TikTok logo so that you can post it on Instagram. But you would just make your video on TikTok and then post that into your stories and tag people because then in TikTok, the music is already playing, right? So you can turn the music on, pick your song, record your video while you're dancing, and then save it to your camera roll.
See, I haven't done that yet either. So in TikTok, you go to TikTok and then you pick your song and it starts playing and then you start dancing to it.
Yeah. So when I'm in my TikTok, so I go in and then it's going to take 5 minutes to load. I go to the plus, right? So look, it's Cindy. And then at the top, it says add sound up here. So I click add sound and then I just search for a song that I want to listen to. or that I would like to dance to. I search, I pick that song. And then when I go back into my, so let's just say I pick one of these ones. Recommended. We'll listen to some MJ. Some bad 2012 remaster. Okay? Bad. I'm back. So I tick it. So now that song is on. So when I start my video, and I picked a 60-second one just because then I can edit out the first few seconds. When I start my video, it's playing. And then I just download that to my story, right? Or put that on my story.
But say if you have Apple Music, you can do you play Apple Music.
No, but it sounds funny. That's why
that's how I do it. For me, it doesn't sound funny.
It sounded funny in my
go on
story.
Apple Music, choose a song, and I go to Instagram and start recording. Just hands-free, and whatever I like, the frame I like, I just post it. Tag everyone from the party.
Yeah. I found it easy as well, Clarissa, because I like the different filters on Instagram because I'm not advanced in technology at all. Like in the Instagram, I have never used it. For me, it's like I discover things every day and I find it so much easier. I just play the music from, for example, from my laptop, play the music loud, turn on the Instagram hands-free, use the filters or whatnot, dance, and then just tag, add the stickers, everything. And it's so much faster for me because I don't even have TikTok. I'm probably like,
don't get it then.
Yeah, for me it's easier too.
Right?
No, it's so much easier to do it just on Instagram hands-free. I was trying to figure out, Clarissa, and I'm like, how does she do it with those amazing things? And then I saw Sergeline doing it, and I'm like, oh my God, how did they do it? And then I just started scrolling, and I'm like, hands-free, let me see, bam, got it. And the same thing with hashtags and whatever. I'm like, how to do hashtags? How do they do that? Yeah. I had no idea. I was not using any.
It's a learning curve, but that's how you could do it. But the reason I suggested TikTok is because I know Margot does her workout videos on TikTok. So I've seen on her thing. So that's why I was saying for her, it would be easy just to do it there, download it. And
I've always done it the other way around though. I've done my workout, then I shorten it up. I did it exactly what you taught me like 6 months ago. Shorten it up, put it on layout, or I think it was to do so that all the things move. Then put that on TikTok, add a song, and then put that on to, but I also find when I do that, or I have found, or at least on my devices, it looks very grainy. Even today's camera was very grainy, like it doesn't look crisp, but maybe that's just my.
It could be the settings on your camera, right? Because you have to make sure that your settings on there, and I don't know how to.
Like the resolution, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but today I did a couple of videos. I'm going to post it, but I've done something because I look like I'm in a freaking nightclub. It looks like there's smoke behind me. I'm like, oh, this is so lovely.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, no, it actually looks like I've been smoking. It's not necessary. It's not really that sexy. It's more, is she like getting high while she's doing
like
her workout?
The house is on fire.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I feel like it's a setting in your photos.
I know, but I couldn't find, I'm on my photos here and I couldn't find, there's HDR at the top, and I turn that on or off and nothing really changes. But literally, I did a video. I don't know whether you can see it, and I don't know if you can see, but can you see the background is kind of like, almost looks like I've been smoking.
And you haven't been.
Well, not today. No, yesterday. I was very, maybe, very high, today. But today, no.
Too funny. You are hilarious. How's everybody else doing? Sergeline, you're good? I'm loving your dance parties, girl.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Sergeline, how long it take for her to grow her hair?
Oh, I don't know. She'd have to give it like a tutorial on the hair.
How long did it take for you to grow that long your hair?
Oh, I've been growing it for 10 years now.
Wow.
When you wash it, go all the way to your foot?
No, it's the same length, but it I just air dry because it takes too long to dry.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I'll have wet pillow. I will have wet pillowcases.
Yeah, that happens to me too. So much hair. Jazz, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I don't feel good anymore. I'm tired.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
So swollen.
How long do you have to go?
I'm 37 weeks now, so hopefully anytime now.
Oh, anytime now. Yeah.
Anytime. My teaching partners do a couple of weeks after you, and her ankles are like this right now. Like she's just
my ankles
miserable.
But like they get sore too from being so like swollen. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to like stay off them as much as possible. I don't know what else to do. Like I still do my exercise, and I'm like back to bed. Okay.
Yeah. Put those feet up on pillows and
He's
right?
like, how much energy? And I'm like, yeah, the little do you know, it's like workout, back to bed. Like,
yeah, people don't need to know that. Well, I mean, you can share them that too.
Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's I'm pretty much ready for her to be evacuated from this body and for her own.
And to meet her, right?
And yeah,
that's so exciting.
it is so exciting. But yeah, she's definitely needs to come out.
Yeah.
So send me your good vibes of birthday.
We all are, especially the mamas here. We all are.
Yeah, I know you guys all know how it feels. So
I felt like I gained weight in every place of my body, my ears, it just felt like I was.
Yeah,
I promise you do everywhere.
Yeah, it was insane. Such a weird feeling, right? Where you're
like none of hey, it needs to be summertime, so I can wear flip flops or something.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's what my teaching partner was saying. She's like, no, none of my shoes fit me. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
I can't get my foot in a shoe.
And I'm like willing to buy anything anymore because I'm like, okay, literally you're gonna come out right now, so like I'm not buying any more like clothes or shoes or whatever. I'm like,
yeah,
I'll wear flip flops now, I don't care.
In the snow. Yeah, well, that would probably help with the swelling, right? There you go. It's like an ice bath.
Yeah, I've been loving that we're doing these live workouts because it's something so nice to invite people to, and like freedom of being able to, like, if they want to just stay for the workout, great, like then they get that feel at least, and then want to stay or like happen to stay and like listen, then they get that too. And it's like so convenient to have it every month to be like, hey, this is available to you if you want it. And I find that like a lot of people have a lot more interest in coming to something like that.
And even for the 9 o'clock, we can invite you and send a free sample, say, come work out with us. Yeah. And then they can feel the sense of community, because that's the only thing we can showcase right now, the community.
The community, right? So, yeah, 100%. It was really, sorry? I didn't hear what you said.
I just said, which is huge, the community that we have.
Yeah.
The main part of all that.
Yeah. It was pretty powerful yesterday that Christina talked about Tyson, right? And just her experiencing being able to kind of navigate through this time because of the community. So I didn't think she was gonna go ready to talk about that on so yeah, that was pretty powerful
because she got to take 2 months off, like the team, like the leaders just like send messages to us, and like Tamara took call, and then Sarah, and then Marlene, everyone like just like pitched in to like take over,
so that she didn't have to,
so she could take just time to just like breathe and take care of herself and her girls.
So we got to start thinking about where we're going to have our summit gathering, right? Because we are going to do something. I know Sergeline has a big house you're in Atlanta now, right? But I don't think I could come there.
Why not? Take the flight out, guys.
We need to quarantine to come back. They are making so hard for Canadians to get out of the country.
It's impossible. Like when we come back into Canada, we have to stay in a government mandated facility for up to 3 days where it can be like $2,000 until we get a negative COVID test and self-isolate for 14 days.
I read yesterday that you also now have to present a vaccine.
Yeah. So it's impossible for us to travel.
Oh my
Unless
God.
it's within Canada.
Yeah. So as much as I would love to come and see you and you know see your nice big new place, that's just gonna have to wait.
Wow.
So locally we'll have to find something. You might actually have something where you are. So I would suggest, because you moved to a different city, right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah. So I would suggest, I know there's a lot of Beachbody coaches in Atlanta. So there's probably like a Facebook group, like at Atlanta Beachbody coaches or Beachbody coaches in Atlanta. I would try and find it because someone in that will organize something.
I bought a bag of blueberries.
Okay.
Yeah. They're fresher ones, not the ones that have been figuring out.
Lorena has like a beautiful space in North Vancouver that she actually took moms the other day and she played a workout. They all did together. There's rock climbing for the kids and they played laser tag after. And I watched in her story. I was like, oh my goodness.
It was fun.
So actually there is also that place.
That would be for us local peeps. So anyone else have like something you want to share or talk about, what's working, what you are curious about?
Krista was curious about it.
I have something.
Yeah, Margo.
I was listening to the National Wake Up Call. Kat, I'm following that Dig for Diamond. I've just only this week was crazy and I had some medical stuff, but so far one of them is good. So I'm happy. I still have another, I have a spot on my kidney and so I have to have a renal ultrasound every 6 months. So they're keeping an eye on it. I don't know what it is. I've had it for 5 years. I don't know what it is, but anyways, so I was sort of in my own head for a little while there, but I did listen to the National Wake Up Call and Kat was speaking. But one of the things she said she does, there it is. She does power pods, which actually we could call it power bods, I guess, but she has one big bod group with a whole bunch of people in it. And then she does smaller, more specific ones. And as you guys, a lot of you saw my post from yesterday, I used to be a cheerleader with the BC Lions. And I still have a lot of friends who were BC Lions cheerleaders. So I reached out to just one of them to see if she would be, and she's in other multi-level marketing companies, so she wouldn't be into this as a business type of thing, but she said I'd be in or whatever. So I was thinking of a small power pod with that category with no more than like 10 people in it, and then maybe another power pod and so if you have different things that you're interested in, dogs, kids, whatever, Bernie's Mountain Dog Moms power pod and cheerleader power pod and ladies of the, we called the ladies of the 80s, so ladies of the 80s power pod and Zumba power pod, and you could do all these small little groups free, maybe like the free week, the clean week, and then maybe add all those free workouts, whatever, but just start creating smaller ones that could be little free groups and just to get to know people on a more personal level. So anyway, I thought that was a good idea.
And
I think the only issue, sorry, go ahead, Mara.
No, that's fine. I was just curious if she does it in bod groups.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
I think the concern with that is just managing them. Like I find just even for me to try to manage the few groups that we have, I would be worried that I wouldn't be able to do it justice when I had multiple
You're right.
groups.
You're right, because I suck at the one we do have going, and Crystal's on here again, so I need to close my eyes and go away. I'm not here.
Some other coaches, and you could say, okay, I'm going to man this group this week, and then can you do, I just think it would be hard to manage more than maximum two, I think.
I think though that her point is, or I thought that what she was saying was, it is a little bit of a hassle, but it's almost just, it would only be for a week or 2 weeks, and then they shit or get off the pot. They either get involved and get into the big group, or they go. Like you don't spend any more than a week with them. And hopefully, as Crystal has said, we can do, and I know you guys have said this too, you can, if you're posting your workout, you can just hit post and it'll go into all 5 groups or all 6 groups or whatever. It's a time consuming task. I get that, but to me, it's a little bit more value maybe because they get you, or what they think they get you, like you and 9 other people. It's an intimate VIP group type of thing.
Mm-hmm. So what I would recommend, like, if that's something that interests people, for me, I'm kind of with Max on this one. Like, I feel like I would be spreading myself too thin. But if it is something that interests you, spend, an hour on a Saturday or Sunday and pre-schedule all of your posts, because you can do that in the bod group. Have like your main posts pre-scheduled so that when it comes time to like the daily thing, you can just check in on that post, on that pre-scheduled post, and be like, oh, this is what I'm thinking about this today. And so at least you're still showing up in the group, but you're not having to create the content for the group. So if you front and load it, it would be a lot easier.
Yes, I have learned how to do that now. And I look very professional thanks to Crystal sending me all the words and the images, and I just hit post or send or time
or schedule.
Bye, honey.
Schedule. So yes, so I hear you. That is, in my opinion, that is working smart, not hard. If you do it that way, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. Makes life a little bit easier. Right? That's what I always used to do with all my free groups too, is I would always come up with the content on the weekend, post it out ahead of time, and then I could just participate in the group instead of feeling like I was trying to come up with content and participate. Right?
Well, that Boss Babes Mastermind group, I mean, I don't use everything that's on there, but holy crap, there's a lot of stuff on there, like beautiful stuff.
Yeah,
and absolutely. It just makes us, you're right, Tamara. I mean, we have all the tools that we really don't have to think, which is great because I'm not, really good at that. So
it takes away the pressure of like, some people really enjoy creating that content, right? Like they're so artistic and it becomes like an artistic outlet for them. So it's, and then they get to share it and we all get to say thank you. Like, I think when we all have different strengths and we get to showcase our strengths rather than struggling with creating a beautiful picture. And I really like that that's come up a lot in the calls lately about like even our curated Instagram feed, because I think it's better to show who you are and what you're about in a non-curated way than to do nothing, right? If those curated posts are too overwhelming and just don't feel natural, right? And they're not going to feel natural for everyone. So half the time I'll come across an Instagram page that is freaking hideous, visually hideous. And it has like 1.2 million followers. And I'm like, how? Like, what did you do here to get 1.2 million followers? But it's stuff that people like, right? They share it, they comment on it, they put it to their stories, they save it for later. And so the page just grows because of it. So I think that those pages are a really good example of the fact that you don't need to have this beautifully curated Instagram. You need to show who you are and what you're about.
One of the teachings that you are like posted for the Dig for Diamond, she was talking about that, but it was like a video from, I think, 2017. And I think a lot more people were very much focused on like a very aesthetic Instagram compared to now. Like, it's been going on for so long, and I think people are kind of over the very aesthetic Instagram. Like, some people definitely, that's their thing, but for some other people it's not. For them to post their life and post and post to their people. Like, I think that's more important. If your people are not the people that are going to be posting aesthetically, then there's no point to do it, because you're just going to make them feel like, oh, I can't do this. So
yeah, exactly.
Before they're even in.
100%. I totally agree.
Just a little tweak too, I think, with how we within the posts. I just saw something yesterday. I think it was Insta Club Hub or whatever. Brock, what's his face, Johnson, and he said, rather than us saying things like, everyone and y'all, and to kind of speak like you're talking to one person. So you have a great day, not have a great day, everybody, just like tiny little tweaks like that to improve engagement, I think is what he was talking about. So to make the person who's looking at that feel like you're talking to them, not to anybody and everybody. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I like that. I very much like that. Anyone else? Share questions? I like Crystal's hat wall behind her. Which hat will I wear today? Right?
Not my hat wall. They make my head too hot, so I have these hat obsessions. Yeah.
I really liked the Beachbody hat though. I rocked
nice.
that one solid for a good week, and I don't wear a hat very often. So
I can wear them in the winter, but not the summer. Summer it's expensive.
Anyone can get it, right? Because Success Club 1 month.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the whole year to earn that hat. Not that you want to take the whole year.
I know, but anyone can.
Yes, anyone can.
Not that I will, because my points go to Tamara's account.
All right, ladies. Does anyone have anything else? Are we good? Yeah. And then enjoy your Sunday.
Photo.
Thank you for, oh yeah, we need to take a picture, and I'll have to Photoshop Max in. And Ashley. Thank you. Oh, Crystal's back. I don't know if I got you. Okay, so could one more.
I don't know what happened.
There we go. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for being on with us. And let's, I will do the announcement for the Shakeology thing. Okay, so we'll get that, and then we'll talk more about a photo, right? So like the cohesive team kind of photo where we make a collage of all of us. So.
And maybe where the Energize, where that old one is.
Yeah, I'll send it. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.